Welcome to Plant-Based on Fire, the podcast that ignites your passion for plant-based businesses. Real Men Eat Plants is proud to host this show, where we shine a spotlight on the latest and greatest plant-based companies making waves in the industry. From startups to established brands, we'll explore what sets these businesses apart, what challenges they've faced, and what their vision for a more sustainable and ethical food future looks like. So if you're hungry for some fresh insights, inspiring stories, and a healthy dose of entrepreneurial spirit, then join us on Plant-Based on Fire, brought to you by Real Men Eat Plants.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Plant-Based on Fire, where we talk about plant-based businesses and their inspiring stories to thrive in the industry. I am your host, Brian, and joining us today is Olivier Mankondo. He is a weight loss coach and wellness coach with a remarkable story and expertise in plant-based nutrition. Welcome, Olivier.
Thank you very much for having me, Brian. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
It is such a pleasure to have you here, and thank you for reaching out and grabbing some time with us. I'm excited to unpack this a little bit. So tell us, a little bit about you, your company name, and stuff like that, and what was your plant-based journey?
So my name is, like you just said, my name is Olivier Mankondo. I'm a author, weight loss and wellness coach, and basically my company is called Mankondo Global, and I've got a speaking business because I'm a speaker as well, and I've got my coaching business where I help people to be able to adopt a plant-based nutrition where they can be able to lose weight and able to reclaim their health, because this is very, very important, because most people, they just concentrate on the weight loss part, but they forget that you need to be in good health. And when you're in good health, necessarily you will be able to lose the weight. And basically, to answer to your question, I started this plant-based nutrition. So before 2016, my health was not very good. I was suffering from a lot of problems. I had high blood pressure. I was suffering from high blood pressure. I had massive headaches every day or every other day. I had dandruff, chest pain, back pain, abscesses, and a lot of dental problems. And at that time, my weight was 220 pounds. And I was always tired, lots of problems, and especially at the place where I was working in the basement. I had to climb the stairs all the time, and I was always out of breath. And just one day, just by chance, I was watching a YouTube video, and there was an Indian yogi who suggested that by going plant-based or by stopping eating animal product, it was possible to reverse 70% of the chronic diseases. And because at that time my health was pretty bad, I said to myself, okay, I've got nothing to lose, I'll try it. And I went cold turkey. It was a certain Wednesday that I watched the program. On Thursday, I came back from work. I had my last meal of meat. And on Friday, I went cold turkey. And the first week, it was very difficult because I had loads and loads of detox symptoms. And after that, after the first week, I was able to lose 11 pounds, and all the detox symptoms went away. Lots of mental clarity, lots of energy. And 4 months into my transformation, I went to see my doctor, and he told me that my blood pressure was completely gone, although he told me that I was going to be on medication for the rest of my life. And after 9 months, I was able to lose 77 pounds. And since 2016, I've not been sick a single day. So that's a little bit my journey.
Wow, that is incredible. I did the same thing. I went cold turkey. I guess that's the wrong term for it.
Yeah.
Stopped immediately. And that first week or two is rough, but like you push through that, and boy, the rainbow opens up on the other end of that for sure. So congratulations on that journey.
Thank you.
So how did you went through this amazing transformation, and then you said, probably similar to me, like, I've got to help other people. Like, this is a secret that everybody needs to know about. So what inspired you to start the coaching and wellness business and dip into that?
Yeah, because like you said, the transformation was so dramatic that I said, because in my mind, or like we've been told that it's normal when you age, you need to be sick. It's normal. Because when I started that my transformation, I was 46. Today, I'm 53. And I thought that because I was aging, it was normal to be sick. But now, for the past 7 years, I've not been sick a single day. And this was really a transformation where I said, no, we're not supposed to be sick. The default is good health. And because I saw all these things that when you stop at eating animal product, dairy product, processed food, and all these things, basically you start having lots of mental clarity. You regain all your health. And there's no point of being sick. And because I find out that, and I said to myself, okay, I'm going to tell everybody that this is the way to go. People don't have to be sick, because it really, really pains me to see people being sick. This is not normal. We need to strive. We need to be in good health, and we need to live into our hundreds with not being sick, not being in a wheelchair or things like that. That's why it really gives me the courage to go ahead and wants to spread the news.
Absolutely. So how is business going? How long have you been in business? Where is it taking you on your journey here?
So basically I decided to start my business in 2019. And it's just with the COVID, because it was with the COVID and all that, my business really has slowed down. It's only now that it's starting to pick up, and I'm helping a lot of people basically to lose weight and regain their health, because this is really, really important for people to understand that they need to be in good health, because there's no point. People are saying that, no, we're living longer. Medicine has made some breakthroughs and all that, but there's no point of living to maybe 90s when you can't even recognize your own kids. You have you're suffering from dementia. You cannot even take care of yourself. You can go to the bathroom. People have to help you and all that. So my business is going good. Yeah.
That is awesome. And so obviously you're helping people with the coaching and the mentoring and all that kind of stuff. But you're a published author too, right? The name of your book is Plant-Based Nutrition: How It's Going to Change Your Life, right?
Yeah.
So tell us what inspired, where can we get the book? What inspired you to write that? What's the feedback on that?
Yeah. So for people, if they want to get the book, they can go on Amazon, or they can go to my website, which is oliviermankondo.com, and will be able to get the book. So in the book, basically, it's I've divided in 4 parts. The first part, basically, I'm trying to explain to people that we are frugivores. Because people think that we are omnivores, we need to eat meat and all that. But in the first chapter of the book, the first part, I try to explain to people that we are frugivores. And when we look, for example, at gorillas, we share 99% of the same DNA. But what do gorillas eat? They eat fruit, vegetables, and tender root. They do not eat meat. And in the second part of the book, I talk about my transformation, the way I've been able to lose weight and all that. And in the third part, I'm talking about how the medical system deals with diseases, where they only deals with symptoms instead of addressing the root cause. And in the last part, I explain to people what they can do to be able to reclaim their health. For example, not using the microwave, or using filtered water, or just things like that to help them lose weight and really reclaim their health. So in a nutshell, that's what I talk about in my book.
That is awesome. So check out Amazon, grab a copy of Olivier's book on that front, and see that impact. And this is a global phenomenon that's happening here. You and I are on different sides of the pond, right? You're over in UK.
Yeah, in the UK.
Appreciate you joining me later in your day on that front. Talk to us a little bit about the UK plant-based vegan movement over there. Give us the inside scoop for all the American businesses and plant-based people that are listening to this.
Yes. So in the UK, I think when I started in 2016, there was not a lot of people who were not really aware of all these things. But now in 2023, it's really booming. You can see a lot of people, for example, if you go in a restaurant, or if you go to a hotel, or even the airplanes, wherever you go now, there are vegan alternatives. And this is something that is very, very good, because in the past it was a little bit difficult. And now when you say to people that you want something vegan, they already know what it is. And here in the UK, really, there's a lot of places where you can get now vegan food. The processed vegan food, you can have them. You can have all the dairy products. In the past, you couldn't have that. Now you can have even ice cream. And when you even taste this ice cream, it's even better than the ice cream made with cow's milk and stuff like that. So really, it's booming, the vegan movement. Yeah.
That is awesome. I'm excited to hear all that stuff. I did live over in Reading for a little while, way
Okay.
back when, and that was before I was plant-based though. So I would love to go back and explore that with you sometime. So if I make it over there, we'll have to hang out for sure.
Yeah, because
We're gonna
my brother
pause
as well
for.
lives over there. My brother lives in Basingstoke, which is, I think, 20 miles from Reading. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. That is awesome. We're going to take a quick commercial break, though, and we'll come back and speak with Olivier in one more minute.
All right, if you've ever wanted to show off your plant-based lifestyle and do it in style, here's your chance. We have some of the most amazing t-shirts, hats, accessories, coffee mugs, and more at shop.realmeneatplants.com. We have statement t-shirts that will bring a smile to everyone's face. I love the I Want Tofu Tonight tee. Plus, we have podcast tees, Real Women Eat Plants gear, Real Kids Eat Plants, and Real People Eat Plants, just in case men, women, and kids didn't cover it all. Yeah, we love you and love that you want to show off that healthy lifestyle of yours. Again, check out our high-quality gear at shop.realmeneatplants.com and enjoy.
We are back, and we are speaking with Olivier, who is a health and wellness coach, and just unpacking his business a little bit. So talk to me about like the business strategies here. Obviously, I think coming on some podcasts, getting your name and platform out there a little bit is so important. But what are some of the other strategies you're doing to grow your business and ways that you're trying to expand, and what are your plans for like 2024?
Yeah. So basically, what I'm doing is that to help people, I usually I've got my TikTok channel, I've got my YouTube channel, where I try to post content every day to be able to make people know what it is exactly what we're doing. Because a lot of people, when you talk to them about the plant-based nutrition, the first thing that comes up in their mind is just eating salad. That's all.
Yeah,
But they don't know that there's a
iceberg
lot, and
lettuce.
yes, lettuce. They don't know that you've got loads and loads of alternative, loads of stuff that you can eat, like mushroom, bell
Yeah.
pepper, beans, lentils, and there's loads and loads of things that you can do. And that's why I'm trying to really talk to people so that they know exactly what's going on. And what I'm trying to say to people as well is that if you start eating this way, basically you will be able to reclaim your health and all that, because it's not good for people to start suffering from stuff like mental dementia, from heart disease, from kidney disease, and stuff like that. It's not good. And I even remember last year I lost my uncle. He died of diabetes. And these things really, it really pains me. And that's why really I want to really put this message out so that people will be able to know exactly what's going on. And they will not have to depend on the medical system. The medical system is good for things like if you are in emergency. For example, you've got a gunshot wound, or you have a car accident or something like that. Yes, it's very good. But in my own experience, what I've noticed that when the medical system has to deal with chronic diseases where they have to suppress the symptoms, I don't think that that's the good way to go. You need to go at the root cause. And when you do that, basically everything is good. And that's really what I'm doing with my business. And in 2024, what I would like is to grow that even more, to have more clients and stuff like that. So really, I can help as many people as possible.
That is awesome. Well, we wish you a lot of luck on your journey. I'm curious, just because you are on over there and know that medical system better, they don't train the doctors here in America with very much nutritional training. And I do think they're here to treat the symptoms and the problem itself, but they don't get to the root cause a lot of the times. So do you know if the doctors over in England and the other places in Europe there, did they get as much nutritional training?
No. The doctors, they get 0 hours of nutrition.
Yeah.
And this is bizarre. It's like, for example, you are a mechanic and you don't know anything about the fuel. It doesn't make any sense. And that's why, for example, when I went to my doctor, he told me that I'll be on medication for the rest of my life. And when I changed my way of eating, my lifestyle, I went back and he asked me, what did I do? I said, I went plant-based. And for him, it didn't click. For him, it was something just like that. Yeah. And so for them, nutrition has got nothing to do with health. For them, it's just the medication or the surgery. But when you look at these two things, it just deals with the symptoms and not the root cause. It's like, for example, if you have your car, you're driving your car and you see in the dashboard, there's a light flashing. And you look at the light and it's telling you that you've got an oily leakage. Imagine you go to the mechanic and it just takes a fuse out. In the dashboard, there's no flashing light anymore, and it tells you that your car has been fixed. That's exactly what the medical system does. But if you continue to drive the car that way, the oil will continue to leak, and one day your engine will die. So you don't fix the problem by suppressing the symptoms.
And I can't understate enough how many people I interview for this podcast or some of the other podcasts that I do that have had to learn this on their own like you did, or just have this epiphany moment and stumble into it and stuff. So like for me, it was forks over knives. For you, it was the Indian guru kind of thing. And it was just like, so there's been people that have nudged us, but I just wish it was more part of the system itself instead of us stumbling into it. And like, we have to go all the way to the edge of death or despair to stumble into it somehow and then come back. So like, I just encourage everybody out there watching this, go and buy Olivier's book and take a second to study it. Like, go to the Real Many Plants website and take our 30-day challenge and just give it 30 days. And like, you can change your life before you get to one of these pivotal life-changing moments. It doesn't have to get to that point. I'm curious, you mentioned the person that showed you the video and got you to hit the wake up button kind of thing. Like, what other influences and mentors have guided you along your journey to build your business and have inspired you?
There's a lot of people who have inspired me, like Lauren Lockman is a raw foodist. Lauren Lockman. There's Fred Bichy, Dr. Fred Bichy. There's Dr. McDougall, John McDougall, Dr. Michael Clapper, Michael Greger. All these people have really, really inspired me in when I started this journey. So I've learned a lot from these people, especially Lauren Lockman. I've learned a lot from the guy. Yeah.
So what advice would you give to other plant-based entrepreneurs trying to get more into plant-based business or start their business or join a company? What advice do you have for other plant-based business?
Yes, if I have to, the advice that I can give them is to keep pressing on, because when you start, it's not always easy, and especially with the stuff that we know, which is different from the mainstream. And for example, when you say to people that you don't need to eat meat, they will say, no, that's not possible because you need your protein. So you need to start explaining all these things to people. And at the beginning, it's not always easy, but you have to keep pressing on. And if you continue to do that, and basically, you will be able to strive. And that's the advice that I can give to people. When they start the business, they can encounter certain roadblocks, but they need to keep pressing on and they will go through it. They need to be perseverant, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
That is awesome. So what trends do you see happening there? What are emerging in the plant-based nutrition and wellness industry?
Yeah, the trend that I'm seeing is that a lot of people are starting to understand that really what the medical system is doing is not really the way to go. And they are starting to discover on their own that there's another alternative because, for example, the stuff that I'm doing, a lot of people will say that it's quackery because they will think that no, you can never heal with just starting to eat the right food. And what the medicine as well is not understanding is that we are a whole. We are, for example, for me, what I think is that we are spiritual being having a physical experience. But when you look at the medical system, they just take the body, just, for example, you've got your heart, they need to treat the heart, they need to treat the intestine, but they don't understand that you are a whole. And you need to take care of all these things. And that's why, for example, even when you were saying that why we have to stumble or things like that, for me, what I think is that when you look at the pharmaceutical industry, it's the biggest industry in the world, and they live off sick people. You need to be sick for this industry to thrive. And if there are no sick people, then there's no incentive for them to put the right information out there. It's like me, for example, for the past 8 years, I've not taken a single pill. So if everyone should be like me, the pharmaceutical industry will be out of business. And they don't want that. So they need to keep the system going on. And unfortunately, it's a little bit sad, but that's what it is.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I guess, last question before we sort of wrap up here for the day. How do you, like, you've been working with some of these clients, you've seen some amazing transformations of people that you're helping. How do you measure it? How do you, it's always that thing of like, where do you get your protein? But once they get past that, like how do you measure the impact and the success of the clients and the programs that you're running?
Yeah. So for example, I've got a client who her weight was around the same at 220 pounds, and she was able to lose something like 70 pounds. And for example, she had diabetes. It's completely gone. And there's another one. She was anemic. She was anemic for a very long time. And when she started with me, just by changing lifestyle, after only 10 days, she was able already to see a lot of changes that she's never seen with the medication that she was taking. Or, for example, there's others who, for example, there's another one who was suffering from lupus. And now she was in pain every single day. But now the pain is completely gone. So this is how I can see that what I'm telling to people is really working, because there's lots and lots of people who comes back and tell me that, oh, this is how I'm feeling. Or, for example, there's a lot of people who are suffering from constipation, because there are people who can spend a week without going to the toilet. But now with what I'm teaching them, they go to the toilet every day, and there's lots and lots of testimonial like that, where people are really having their life transformed.
That is awesome. Yeah, that's some great success stories there. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we're kind of wrapping up with our time with you, Olivier. What can we do as a community to help you? Tell us your website one more time. How do we get in touch? And what can we do as a community to help?
Yes. So first of all, I would like to send your viewers or your listeners a free gift, which is my 7 tips to lose weight. I will give you the link so you can put that in the show notes. And where people can see me, they can go to my website, which is oliviermankondo.com. That's oliviermankondo.com. They can go over there, and especially they can sign up to my 16-week one-on-one coaching program. They can just go, like I said, to my website. There's a free online masterclass where they can sign up. And at the end of the masterclass, they will be able to book a free discovery call with me. And on the free discovery call, we'll be able to establish what they got stuck, what's their problem, and how I can help them. And if there's a good fit, then we could be able to work together, and I'll be able to help them to lose weight. And what is more important, to regain their health, because this is something that people really need to understand.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, the website is Olivier Mankondo. I will spell it because it's a tricky name, I think. OlivierMankondo.com, right?
Yeah.
And we will make sure it's in the show notes as well, so they can click straight on it for you. Thank you again, Olivier, for being here. We really appreciate you spending some time with us and letting us get to learn a little bit more insights into that health and wellness business that you have going.
Okay, thank you very much, Brian.
And so that is all the time we have for this episode of Plant Based on Fire podcast. Thank you so much again, Olivier, for being here. Check out oliviermankondo.com. And we really appreciate you joining us and sharing your insights and experiences with our community. Until next time, everybody, keep that fire burning.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Plant Based on Fire. We hope you enjoyed learning about the innovative plant-based businesses we featured today and got inspired to support them on their journey. Remember, plant-based eating isn't just a trend. It's a way of life that benefits your health, the environment, and animals. By choosing plant-based foods, you're making a positive impact on the world and helping to create a better and more compassionate future. If you want to join the Real Men Eat Plants community and get even more resources to help you go and stay plant-based, check out our blog, podcasts, and 30-day challenge at realmeneatplants.com. Thank you for tuning in to Plant Based on Fire, brought to you by Real Men Eat Plants. Head over to Apple Podcast and give us a review and let us know what you think of this episode. Don't forget to tag us at Plant Based on Fire when you share this episode in your preferred social media. Wish to be a guest? We need to know about your plant-based business. Email us at pbof@realmeneatplants.com. We love hearing from our listeners. Thank you to our guests and to you, our listeners, for your support, and see you next time.